How about the best way to defend life, continue to raise our voices in support of life, and here to help us along that way is Peter Range and Say Yes to Life. Good morning, Peter.
Hey, Pete.
Hi, Peter.
Hey, good morning, team. So great to be with you on this snowy Tuesday. I was actually driving down to Columbus and I had to turn around. And if you're expecting your Amazon deliveries today, they might be a little delayed because I did see a huge semi-truck on the side of the road from Amazon. So pray for safe travel, everybody, as you're going down today, wherever you might be traveling, or stay at home, stay off the roads a little bit. But
man, I need those paper towels. They got to deliver those. We're out.
Yeah, I was going to say you're going to be out of toilet paper for a little bit here, Dave. But anyway, with that being said, hey, guys, I want to give you an option. So I just have a very short kind of spiritual reflection from two amazing theologians that I wanted to share today. But also, there is an incredible pro-life story that I was reading about this morning that I wanted to share. So your choice. Do you want to go with the amazing pro-life story to start or the spiritual reflection? What do you think?
Pro-life story, right? Yeah, we're all in agreement. Pro-life story.
Mm-hmm. Pro-life story. All right, so these Catholic nuns, this is just absolutely fantastic because there's a lot of different people that have different approaches to the pro-life movement as far as, how do we talk about this issue? How do we, call out the sin but also offer mercy and different things of that nature? Well, a coalition of Catholic nuns and pro-life advocates have launched a nationwide campaign to mail Christmas cards to every abortion facility in the United States, urging the workers of those abortion facilities to leave the abortion industry. Now, organizers say that one abortion center employee has already resigned after receiving a card, citing its message of forgiveness and hope as the turning point. So Sister Christina Nazareth, she's a Capuchin sister. She lives in Pennsylvania. I think it's Williamsport. She received a letter from And Then There Were None. That's the organization led by Abby Johnson that encourages people to kind of leave the abortion center. Now, she was not aware of this organization at all because they don't have, computers or emails or website there or anything at the convent. But the letter was an invitation to participate in this project of mailing Christmas cards to the abortion center staff. And they thought it'd be a great way to reach out. And so they're sending boxes of cards to abortion facilities all across the country. And so it's very quickly gaining some attention because one of those workers then reached out to And Then There Were None. And they've helped, over 700 people quit the abortion industry since 2012. But what a tremendous way in a situation which is dark, which is evil in so many ways, but to bring light into it, to offer forgiveness and to offer mercy, specifically in this season of Advent as we're preparing to receive our Lord anew this Christmas. What a tremendous, tremendous way to be witnesses to the pro-life gospel. So I just absolutely love that story of what these nuns are doing. And it does, in fact, actually tie into what I wanted to share with you from two amazing theologians. The two theologians that I'm going to share today, the first one you're going to know very well from Pope Benedict the 16th, and he addressed the 12th Ordinary General Assembly of the Synod of Bishops back in 2008, and this is what he said at that time. The history of salvation is not a small event on a poor planet. In the immensity of the universe, we were just talking about, new classification of moons and all that stuff like that. Well, anyway, he continues, it is not a minimal thing which happens by the chance on a lost planet. It is the motive for everything, the motive for creation. Everything is created so that this story can exist, the encounter between God and his creature. And that's what we're preparing for this Advent as we celebrate Christmas upcoming. Now, the second theologian, I'll give that away in just a second, but this is what they wrote. Sometimes we push away God, I think. Even in prayer, we don't necessarily be fully honest or transparent before him. And this theologian wrote, we are not worthy. We feel it keenly at times. We are so aware of our unworthiness that sometimes we let it keep us from God. Sin takes root in our hearts. Materialism rules in our homes. Negativity, gossip, and judgment crowd our minds. How could we even think of allowing the King of Kings to enter amidst the mess under our roof, the clutter in our hearts, the stains in our souls? And yet, he, the Lord, desires to come. He knows all about our messes and unworthiness, and he calls us beloved. He's not afraid of that mess, for that is exactly how he chose to enter the world long ago. The King of Kings was born under the roof of a stable, placed in a manger of hay where animals fed, a place utterly unworthy to hold the Son of God. but chosen by him, just as he chooses us to come to us, unworthy though we are, if we but allow him, invite him, receive him. That amazing theologian who wrote that, which I think is quite beautiful, is my wife, Laura
nice.
Renee Range. So she's no Pope Benedict, I'll give you that, but I think it's important for us to remember that we live in a dirty, messy world, but we have to allow the King of Kings to come in because that's where he desires to reside. So just like those nuns writing light, writing love into the abortion facility, into the abortion centers, that's our call as well, to go into the messy places, to bring love and to bring light, because that's exactly what Christ did for the world, and it's exactly what Christ does for each and every one of us. He knows how messy we are. He knows how dirty you are. He knows how sinful you are, but he still wants to reside in your heart. Receive him and invite him in this Advent season.
Nice job, Pete.
I
That's
love
very
that, Pete.
true. Yeah.
And nice job, Laura.
Yeah.
No, that
yeah.
was beautiful.
Yeah.
So I completely understand if you want to have her on the show from here on out.
I wanted to write all of our opens and everything in between.
It's Advent certainly is a great time to be talking about life, isn't it? I mean, talking about the newborn King, waiting for him. So Christ comes into the world like we did.
That's right. Thousands of years ago, he chose to come into the messiness of our lives. And so, this Advent season, allow him to come into your messiness, knowing that he can use the most unlikely circumstances for his tremendous story, which we're all a part of and what this is all about, traveling back home to him.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you, Peter. Peter Range from the Center of Christian Virtue and Say Yes to Life, which is heard across our stations as well. So happy Advent.
Imagine saving lives by mailing a Christmas card.
I love it.
I mean,
I know.
the Lord can
Isn't
use
that
anything.
great?
Love that. Love that.
Yeah. Wonderful.